Hello everyone!
Hope you're having a great day.
So I was making these videos as a refresher for a Darkness of Dragons rant that got a little too long. Therefore, I'm splitting the Jade Mountain Prophecy arc of Wings of Fire into a video for each book, marking the start of a series, I guess. And yeah, if you like this kind of video, I'll probably go and actually start from the first book after I finish this arc. Enjoy! The War of the Dragon Tribes has finally come to an end, thanks to Clay, Sandy, Glory, Starflight, and Tsunami, the protagonists from the first arc. The future looks bright, but uncertain, as the Dragonettes decide to set up a school inside Jade Mountain, which would welcome selected students from all the different tribes. The hope is that, by getting everyone to know more about each other, they can learn to respect the different cultures and lessen the likelihood of new fighting to start again during the post-war tension. Each Dragonette is assigned to a winglet that is comprised of one dragon from each tribe. This includes the Nightwings, who, having had their home destroyed by a volcano, now also have to learn to settle in the new rainforest home, with a queen from a different tribe. Nightwings used to be known for their prophetic abilities and mind-reading powers. However, it turned out that these were faked, in order to gain power over the rest of the tribes. And now, everyone knows about that and hates them. Our first book for this arc is Moon Rising, featuring Moonwatcher, or Moon as our protagonist. Moon is the first mind reader and prophet Nightwing to have been born in hundreds of years, due to the circumstances of her birth. Moon joins her winglet at Jade Mountain. It consists of 6 other Dragonettes, 3 of which will be points of view for upcoming books in this arc. The first Dragonette is Kinkajou, a rainwing bomb of perfect lemon cherry happiness. Next is Winter, an edgy and handsome Icewing. The sea wing for this winglet is Good Boy Prince Turtle, and the sandwing is Kibli, also known as the guy that needs an entire page for his 1 second of thought processing. The other 2 characters do not get as much focus. One is soon to be dead, not really important Skywing named Carlinial, and the second is Umber, who is not as important to the story as his sister, Sora, a quiet mudwing who is in dire need of therapy. Things start off as your typical high school freshers environment with its scattered bits of drama, except that instead of getting annoyed because someone you lent a pen to didn't give it back, you get upset because your classmates basically killed and or maimed you and or several members of your family and now want to munch on your pet during recess. It is not long before Moon suddenly starts hearing a strange voice in her head, which she discovers comes from a fellow mind reader, the infamous Darkstalker. Dark is a Nightwing magic dragon, which are called Animus or Animi, who lived over 2,000 years ago. He got imprisoned underground by his green sea wing friend, Fathom, who was also an Animus, and his ex-girlfriend Clearsight, who ditched him for some bugs at the other side of the ocean. He has now awakened as the enchanted bracelet Clearsight used to trap him in an eternal sleep snapped due to earthquakes caused by a passing comet from Arc 1. Dark also has the gift of prophecy, as he is able to see many futures. Before he was trapped, Dark had made himself immortal and immune to harm. He also killed his Icewing father, which was later revealed he did so by... He's a good boy though, he swears. Darkstalker asks... Oh god. Darkstalker asks Moon for help, as he doesn't currently have his Animus magic. This is because he enchanted a scroll where all his magic would be stored. He could use the scroll to write spells, and according to him, that would prevent the magic from taking part of his soul, as magic supposedly does every time an Animus uses it. Dark wants Moon to go find the scroll and use it to free him. Moon does not entirely agree to this, but does promise to keep an eye out for any magic scroll looking thing. Moon by this point has been very insecure, feeling left out by the rest of the Nightwing tribe since she didn't grow up with them. She hides her powers since she feels that would only make her more of an outcast, not only within her own tribe, but also within the rest of the dragon tribes. As the story goes on, however, she learns to appreciate the gift that she has and trusts her new friends enough to tell them about her secret abilities.
Accept yourself! Love yourself! Accept yourself!
Moon also finds out from a strange sandwing, Onyx, that pieces of a meteorite called Skyfire can nullify mind reading. Moon's powers come in handy as, during this time, Icicle, Winter's sister, had been plotting to murder the original Dragonettes from the first arc for Queen Scarlet, who has been dethroned from the Sky Kingdom by her daughter, Ruby, and has a personal vendetta against the Dragonettes. Scarlet visits Icicle in her dreams to contact her using a gem called a Dream Visitor. Icicle agrees to work for Scarlet since the exiled queen is holding her and Winter's brother, Hailstorm, prisoner, who had been captured by the Skywings many years ago during the war. Carnelian the Skywing dies due to a bomb set up by Sora, who actually intended to kill Icicle, as revenge for killing one of her sisters during a battle. Icicle's plan to kill the original Dragonette fails, thanks to Moon's abilities. Both Icicle and Sora end up fleeing the academy. At the end of the book, Moon asks Turtle to give each of her friends pieces of a Skyfire, which he wears in an armband, so that their thoughts would be kept private. The remaining members of Moon's Winglet agree to help Winter find his brother, and a prophecy is revealed by Moon, warning of dangers to come.
Beware the darkness of dragons, beware the stalker of dreams, beware the talons of power and fire, beware one who is not what she seems.
Something is coming to shake the earth, something is coming to scorch the ground. Jade Mountain will fall in the thunder and dies, unless the lost city of night can be found.